Today, it's time for story time. Today's story time is going to be on the worst morning of my life, or the worst PT session of my life. But first, we're going to do our giveaway. So, pick a number between 1 and 3.
That would be 2.
Alright, so let me go check and see. And congratulations to... Focus, please. Okay, well, it's not going to focus, but congratulations to... Here's their Instagram handle. Nicholas_Humbert. You have won 5 cookies and cream chocolate bars. You will receive them tomorrow morning at school. Congratulations, and thank you for watching and subscribing. Now, all of you watching the video currently are required to go follow him. Anyways, so now we're going to get on to the story time. So, as many of you may know, I'm in the Civil Air Patrol. So there are certain overnight activities, such as encampment and Airman Leadership School. Airman Leadership School, basically what that will do is train you for encampment, which is basically like boot camp for Civil Air Patrol. They both suck. They're horrible, but at the end you're like, thank God I did that. That was the best thing ever. So this one takes place in Airman Leadership School. So, I got there on a Friday, and I did not have enough food. I packed for a lunch, left in the morning, and did not get dinner. I left at around 10:30 and drove up to encampment with with people from my squadron who would be staffing the Airman Leadership School. So I was there very early. So when I got there, I only had a little bit of food to get to the next morning. So I did not have a lot of food. And I was working really hard. I was screaming. I was moving a lot of stuff. I was like just being a robot basically all day. And then after that, we finished our day. We went to sleep. And then I woke up early in the morning. I don't know what time because they don't allow you to have watches. I don't know what time, but I woke up early in the morning just feeling bad, just in general. And I tried going back to sleep, and then I kind of got this nauseating feeling that you kind of had to vomit. So I was kind of just like trying very hard to go back to sleep, and I knew that the wake-up call was not going to be them just turning on the lights and saying, alright, time to get up, because that's not how it would work. And a lot of my other friends who had gone to Airman Leadership School had told me about how wake-up was going to work. So I was like, alright, here we go. So half of me was like, go back to sleep, and the other half was like, stay awake, because then it won't be as scary. And so after a while of just closing my eyes and trying to make myself feel better, I got up and I ran down the hallway towards the bathroom, found an empty stall, and threw up in the toilet. And the thing is that there wasn't that much stuff. There wasn't that much vomit because I didn't have like any fluids or any food in my entire system. So then I went back into my bed and was like half asleep until they woke us up. And so I started hearing staff members walking around, and I was like, all right, it's coming. It's coming. I'm ready. I'm not going to let this get scared. I'm not going to let myself get scared. And then they turned on the lights, and then I jumped out of bed before they all started yelling. And then I got online, and then they were like, get your shoes! And I ran back and I got my shoes, and then I got them on, and then I got back online, and then we were out on the PT field just like that within like a minute maybe. And then every morning we do opening formation. So we all report in. We're like, all cadets present. We report to our flight sergeant. They report to the squadron level, and then they report to executive command. So as we were reporting in, we were getting orders for the day, and I started to feel nauseous again. And I thought, you've got to be kidding me. I am not about to vomit in formation. And I saw a public affairs team member with a camera about to take a picture of our flight, and I was looking at him. I was like, no, don't do it. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And then I start gagging in formation, and my flight sergeant comes up to me and she goes, Cadet, are you okay? I'm like, no. And she's like, all right, come on, step over here. And I go, okay. And then I throw up in formation in the middle of receiving orders for the day. It was so embarrassing. And so I went over and I talked to a senior member while drinking a lot of water. And then he said, once you're ready, you can go back and keep doing PT with your flight. And by the way, PT stands for physical training. So he said, once you're ready, you can go back and do some more PT with your flight. I was like, okay, I'm going to rest just a little longer. And so I drank all this water, and then I was with medical staff, kind of chilling, recovering. And then I tried doing some calisthenics. It didn't really go too well. And I ended up throwing up a ton of water. And it was a lot of water just coming out and just kept on coming, and it would not stop. And they were like, all right, come on, just take them up to the DFAC for right now, which is where we have our meals. It's short for dining facility. And so they were like, all right, take them to DFAC. We just got to get them off the PT field. So I went up to DFAC, and we were getting ready for breakfast. And my flight came in. The rest of the people who I was training with that weekend, my flight came in, and they got food, and I got food. And I sat it down, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I sat my food down, remained standing, turned around, ran to a trash can, and threw up one more time. And threw up all the water I had been drinking into the trash can. And as this was happening, like, my eyes were watering. I was, like, blowing up snot. It was disgusting. Um, and honestly, I feel bad for the people walking by because I think I ruined everybody's appetite that morning. So that was not very fun. So I got to hang out with medical staff for the majority of inspection prep. So I was mostly just lying down on the bed with the medical. And later, after Airman Leadership School, the medical staff actually told me that I was their reason for getting to do stuff, which was kind of funny because they had almost nobody else come into medical in the entire weekend. So I hung out with medical for a little bit. I had like some corn flakes just to get some food in my system, and I started like gradually feeling better. And I was lying down in one of their racks in med bay, and I had a little bit of food. I drank some more water, and that was it for vomiting. So then I went back to the barracks to get my bunk and area ready for inspection, and I had half as much time as everybody else had. And this is where things started to get a little better. So I got a 24 out of 26 on inspection, which for an airman, which was my rank at the time, is really, really good. So I almost got a perfect score. So there was that. And it all ended up to be great because at the end of the Airman Leadership School, I got the Honor Cadet Award of the entire event of Class 006. And the best part about it is that's the highest award that a student can receive at an Airman Leadership School. So, yeah, it all turned out pretty good in the end, but, like, that morning, horrible. So, number one rule when you're going on a trip where you don't know what you're going to expect: drink water and eat enough food to where whenever you drink water or you eat some food, it's not just going to all come back out because, trust me, it sucks. So yeah, that is the story of the worst PT session / the worst night, or worst morning of my life. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the story about there. Congratulations to Nicholas_Humbert on Instagram for winning the giveaway. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following my Instagram, and thank you for entering the giveaway. You will be receiving 5 Hershey's Cookies and Cream chocolate bars tomorrow morning, hopefully. So thank you for watching. More story times will be coming soon. And as always, don't forget a hoodie. Don't forget a hoodie.